All right, so welcome back to TNT Online, and in this video we're going to be learning how to add a GIF background to our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so this is going to be my PowerPoint cover slide, or my first slide that I'm going to use right here. It says click to add title, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to add a title to this PowerPoint slide. So I'm just going to click in here, and let's say that I want my presentation to be Starlight Night or so. Okay, and let me just say I love to use GIF backgrounds because it just adds something different to the mix. It just makes your presentation pop. You know, you want nice, captivating, and dynamic presentations, and the addition of GIFs make that all possible. Okay, and so right here, let's say I'm gonna add my subtitle. Let's say, what can I name it? Dreams of Stars. I'm just gonna type that in there. Okay, so the name of the presentation is going to be on Starlight Night, and the subtitle is Dream of Stars. Okay, now before we add this GIF background, what I want to do is point out something. What GIFs sometimes do is that it conflicts with your text, and that's something that you do not want. You want a nice presentation, but you don't want it to be where it's hard to make out, you know, what your presentation is saying. Okay, so in the back here, I am just going to add a pattern in the back there so that it doesn't conflict, okay? So I'm going to click here, and notice that you see the text box come up around it, okay? That is to show that I'm in that text box, and so I want to give that text box a pattern so that when I add the GIF background, the moving image in the back of my slide, there's no conflicts. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to right click, and I'm going to press Format Shape, and then I get this format dialog box back up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go down. You see no fill, solid fill, gradient fill, picture or texture fill. I'm going to click pattern fill. Okay, when I click pattern fill, this pattern is pre-selected. Everyone may not have the same patterns, but it doesn't really matter in this case. You just want something nice and subtle, okay, for your background text. Okay, so there's no conflicts. Okay, now I'm actually using PowerPoint for Mac, and so some of the stuff may just be a bit different for Windows PC, but like I said again, you'll still be able to find like patterns and stuff. It doesn't matter. So let's go to Dreams of Stars, and I'm going to do that same thing. So I am going to click Format Shape, and then I'm going to choose Pattern Fill again, and this one's pre-selected, and so now both of these text boxes have patterns, and that's just how I want it because I don't want any conflicts in the back. Okay, and so we have Starlight Night, Dream of Stars. We got our patterns going. Now let's go and get the GIF. Okay, and so what we're going to do, I'm going on to Safari here, and then I'm just going to go to Google. Okay. All right, and so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to type in, let's say I want the background of a star, so I'm going to type in star GIF. Okay, and then I'm going to click images, and then I'm going to look for a nice GIF. And let's say I want to use this one. Oh wow, that's beautiful. That is from GIPHY. And how can I add this now to my presentation? What you're going to do, you're going to right click on the image, and you're going to press Save Image As. Okay, and so I'm going to save this as GIPHY star GIF, or I'm just going to save this as star GIF, and this is from GIPHY once again. And where am I going to save it? In my online files. So I saved it there. It's now saved to my PC in a folder. Now I'm going to go back to PowerPoint, and I'm going to click on my slide, and I'm going to press Format Background. Okay, and notice the same thing comes up. The only difference is that it says Format Background now. And so I am now going to go to Picture. Notice that it just gives me a pattern out of the blue, but I don't really want that pattern there. I want a picture, so I'm going to click Insert. So you now go to Insert, and then you look for the file that you had saved. So for example, it was saved in TNT Online Files right here, star GIF. And so this is what I want in the background. I'm now going to press Insert. So this is how you add the GIF to your presentation. Press Insert. There we go. So now we have the GIF in the background. And now when I go to play, it should play nice and well. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to minimize some text because I really want it to be pronounced in the background, okay? So I'm just going to minimize these text boxes a bit before I play it. Because I want the text to not conflict with the GIF, but at the same time, I want the GIF to have, you know, that nice prominence in the back there. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to slideshow and I'm going to press play from start. And there we go. That is how you add GIFs to your background on your PowerPoint presentation. And as you can see, it's playing very nice. Awesome. And I just pressed escape. And so that is how you add GIFs to your PowerPoint presentation. All right. And if you guys have any other questions, please drop them in the comment section or in our discussion and we'll go from there. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Alrighty.